West Palm. I'm going to go over some heavy sandbag training. More importantly, the lifting technique that you're going to use. I have a 100-pound and a 150-pound sandbag. Again, incorporating heavy sandbag training in your normal routine is important for developing core strength. For one, it's going to force you to have to pressurize. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get the leverage that you're going to need because you're not going to be able to get into a good position. So you're not activating what you need to activate. So you first need to create some stability before you can feel like you can get a good position to get leverage over it. So this is going to be a 100-pound sandbag. So it's not going to be as big. There's a couple ways that you can do this, but the biggest portion here is you want to get your center of gravity as close and to become as much of the center of gravity of this object here. So same thing that goes with any lifting principle. So what I'm going to do here, it's nice and easy for me too, is I'm just going to kind of move this thing back and forth a little bit so I can get a little bit of a grip here. And what I'm doing here is I'm getting my butt down nice and low. I don't really want my butt up really high. And the last thing I really want to do is let my butt pop up either. I want to try to keep my butt down, and I want to think about lifting this here as a leg press. And if you're strong enough to do this, you can just lift this straight off the ground. All you have to do is just press. And just lift. Just like that. Now, if this is a little heavy, again, when I'm getting in position, I'm going to create some pressure, take a deep breath, lock in. I can bring this up towards my knees. Here, I can squat back down, get a better position. If I want, I can get a better grip, lock my hands within each other a little bit better, and then from here, now, reset my breath, stand it up, and we're good. Okay? So, if you're using something a little bit bigger, that can actually be nice, other than the fact that it's obviously going to be heavier, because there's at least a little bit more for you to grab onto. So the same thing here, I'm just going to kind of move this around, try to get it as much in line with my center of grasp, with my center of mass as possible, so that all I really have to do is just lift. So now I have a secure grip here. I'm just going to lift. First, I'm going to set my breath, brace, coming up, drop. If at that point you want to carry, you can carry. Granted, that's probably not a very good carrying position here. So what I'm going to do, and what I recommend is if you are going to carry, is go ahead and make sure you have a really, really good position, because you don't want it to be too low on you. In fact, you want it to be up a little bit higher, maybe towards your sternum. So you might have trouble trying to do that from the initial lift. So let's go ahead and put it onto our knees. Now I can re-secure my grip, get a better position here, take my breath, and now I'm in a good position to walk. And again, what I don't want to do is I don't want to lean back when I lift. When I'm walking with it, I kind of want to make sure I'm staying nice and upright.